Welcome back to Access Carolina. The dreary weather has us dreaming about spring, but you don't have to wait for the seasons to officially change to brighten up your surroundings. Our friend Kristin LaRoy from TR Makers stopped by to share a few tips to bring a little color green into our decor to make spring happen.
Yeah, green is a renewal color. It means refresh. It makes you feel good. Your mood elevates when you have green. So adding a touch of green around your house is always an amazing thing to do.
All right, and one of the first ways you do that, you talk about adding moss to things like you've done over here. Everybody uses these letters for things.
Oh yes, those letters are really popular, but what we have found is really fun is to take your letters, we like the really galvanized letters because they have a deep inset, and just add moss to them. So you can fill in moss. You can hot glue along the way, and as you fill it up, you could choose to also put some succulents in there like we have done with one of our letters over here. The succulents don't even have to be real, and they will look amazing in your home decor as little pieces that you add around the house.
Yeah, and this is easy. You said that there was a piece you weren't even using for anything, and then you throw some moss in there, and all of a sudden it's got new life.
So these balls, I've had these for a really long time, and I kind of looked at them in a new way and just put some moss that hugged right around it, and it looks amazing on the top of a couple of books on my mantle, beside one of these letters with my wreath in the background. Amazing.
A craft that's very doable. And then another thing, anybody who if you see an image you like, whether that's in an old book or a magazine, you put it in a frame.
Yes, we have some beautiful old books that sometimes we flip through, finding books at the thrift store that have old pictures of flowers in them are great to all frame. You can also use Etsy as a resource to find pictures of greenery. And all kinds of things.
And so that's an easy enough way. And then you talk about all the jars we end up with. You end up with jars for whatever reason, and you can really repurpose those into a great piece of decoration.
Yes, so thinking along the green line, making a terrarium or something that can kind of host some fun little items out front or in display in your home are great. So we've used old jars. This was an old candy jar. This was just a really big jar, pickle jar. You can fill them with all kinds of different things. Rocks and shells are amazing starters for your terrarium. Then fill in with that dirt. You can add live plants or you can add fake plants again, and you have this beautiful piece that sits there.
And you're happy to have people come to your shop at TR Makers, and you can give them some of these ideas, or they can take a class?
Exactly, yeah. We teach how to make these little fairy houses in the front, so you can make your little fairy house that you add to your own terrarium.
Year-round, there's always something we can be doing.
Exactly.
Kristin LaRoy from TR Makers, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you can check out TR Makers on South Main Street in Travelers Rest, or check them out online. We've got a link on accesscarolina.com.